guys? My name is Nate Drew. Welcome to the channel. In today's video, I'm going to teach you guys how to replace your clutch master cylinder. This is the clutch master cylinder. Now, why am I replacing my clutch master cylinder? Well, when I go to push my clutch in, the clutch is not disengaging, which means when I push the clutch in, the car is not going into neutral sometimes. So the car is just going to keep on rolling, so I have to push the brakes, and sometimes the car dies, and then I have to pump the clutch, start the car again and go. Or I'll have trouble shifting the gears, like the gears will grind, or I'll have to force it in, or I'll have to pump the clutch just to get it to go into gear, and that's just bad on your transmission, it's bad on your clutch, so you don't want to be driving like that for too long. So if you're having the same issues just like me, you want to get this replaced as soon as possible. And I would recommend doing your slave cylinder as well. My Miata fortunately does not need the slave cylinder. If this is just like your sidecar, I would highly recommend replacing like the entire system. The slave cylinder, the clutch master cylinder, maybe even doing the hard lines as well. I don't have time to do that at the moment. I may do it in the future, but as of right now, I just need to get the new clutch master cylinder in and just bleed it so I can drive it tomorrow. So here's all the parts that you guys are gonna need. I got this clutch master cylinder from O'Reilly's. They shipped it to the store next day. I picked up some .3 brake fluid as well for the clutch master cylinder.
Look at those palm trees dance!
I don't know if you guys can see that, but that fluid is nasty. It's super dark and brown. It's probably one of the reasons why it failed. First, let's remove the hard line. Grab your 10mm wrench. As you can see, mine's a little bit rusty, so I'm gonna spray some PB Blaster on it to loosen it up just in case. Because the metal on the hard line is very soft, we don't want to strip it. That would be bad. That hurt, Charlie. Don't forget to put a rag underneath your clutch master cylinder because it's going to start leaking when you back out this hardline bolt. Okay, that's backed out. I believe this just pulls out. Yep, pulls right out. Next, you want to grab a ratchet and a 12mm deep socket. Okay, before installing your new clutch master cylinder, we want to fill it up with brake fluid because we don't want any air trapped inside the master cylinder itself. So remove the cap, set those aside, and we're just going to fill it up to about the minimum line. Take this off right here, that little dust cap. Put your thumb on it so it acts as a seal, and put your screwdriver in here and push it pump it a couple times. You'll feel it pushing against your thumb. This will put brake fluid inside of the master cylinder. And you want to keep doing this until you can see fluid actually coming out of this little porthole. As you can see the fluid right there. Try not to spill it out because you will drain it out of the master cylinder. So try to put it back in without spilling it, because then you'd have to put some more in and bleed it. Now I'm going to put the new clutch master cylinder back on the firewall. Again, try not to spill the fluid. So the hardline absolutely did not want to go on with the clutch master cylinder resting on the firewall bolts. So I took it off the firewall and I threaded in the hardline and then put the whole assembly on the firewall, and it seemed to work better that way. Got the new clutch master cylinder installed. It's time to bleed the clutch so we can get any of the old and nasty fluid out of the clutch system and any air bubbles that might be inside it. Okay, now with the passenger front wheel removed and we got it jacked up, we can easily access the clutch bleeder valve, which is that right there. And I'm going to spray it with some PB Blaster because it is looking a little bit rusty, just to make it easier when we are bleeding it. Okay, so I got the bleeder valve open right now. My brother Wesley, he's in the car. He's about to push the clutch in. Okay, Wesley, push the clutch in and hold it. Now I'm going to close the bleeder. Okay, release the clutch. Okay, now I'm going to open the bleeder again. Okay, push the clutch in and hold it. Now I'm going to close the bleeder. Okay, release the clutch. Okay, guys, moment of truth. Okay. Clutch feels nice and firm. Now it's just driving it, because sometimes it was firm before the clutch was bad, but sometimes it would go out. Starts right up. Okay, let's check first gear. Up. I think it's good. I think it might be good. That first time I had trouble getting into second, but I didn't do it again. I don't know, I'd have to drive it. Guys, I'm legit test driving my car at 4 in the morning. I was up all night trying to get this done. We got it done. It might be fixed, it may not be fixed. We're gonna have to see. Do the test drive now. I got used to a lower engagement because the pedal was losing pressure. It made the engagement so much lower to the floor. I could actually shift faster because of it, but I couldn't like get off the line because the car kept dying because there was no clutch pressure. So now I have to get used to the car again. But it feels great though. Oh my gosh, it shifts so smooth, bro. Like before it was crunchy, but now it just flows right in. I just have to get used to that clutch engagement because it's more higher up now. But that's freaking awesome, dude. Yo, shout out to my brother Wesley for helping me bleed the clutch. I woke him up at 3 in the morning. He actually got up and helped me on the car. He helped me bleed the clutch. I can't even speak because I'm so tired. I didn't even get sleep the day before because I was working on Instagram videos. And I have to work today at like 8 o'clock. But back to my brother. Shout out to him. He didn't have to help me. He could have just went to sleep. And I wouldn't have even been mad at him if he would have just went to sleep and didn't even help me, because I understand because he's got school. So big shout out to him. If y'all could leave a like down below, subscribe, that would mean a lot to me. Thank you guys so much for watching. Peace.